Yo, yo, what up, man? What you up to?
What's up, man?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we recording now?
Yeah, I got you right now. Yeah, we good. So, I guess so. We're gonna go for the whole project. So we're basically gonna head out all day and get B-roll for the 3 projects that you got going right now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do. Well, we got the documentary that we've been working on.
Right.
Probably since 17.
Yeah, right. That's.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been off and on it. It's like we've had many other projects in between, so that's kind of held it.
Right.
Put it on the back burner there, but time to start getting on it. Yeah, we get some B-roll there for that Persian Square, down where the Rodney King beating took place.
Right. Okay.
We're gonna go to the OJ area because one of our guys references that case as part of the LAPD history. So.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the documentaries and kind of how they became a staple for our YouTube channel. So if you watch our YouTube channel, you can pretty much see a lot of documentaries behind the short films and videos. And we originally started this off with Under the Underground. I talked about that one a little bit more, so I won't go back into that. But the original theme or theory behind Under the Underground was we were going to shoot a short film. We were going to do it to the music video that we had. And then I wanted to shoot it behind the scenes for Amazon because this was the first short that I wasn't actually going to put on like a YouTube. I was going to try and see if I could sell. And so it was the first time that after we shot all the movie stuff, I got interviews with all the actors. I got, interviews with the director and, and that's how we started that way. So the movie came out on Amazon and then we additionally had another 20-minute behind the scenes, and that sparked off everything.
Should I step into it?
Yeah, you can step into it. And action.
Hey, man, what the fuck? Yeah. Come on, man. Look, dog, you in my house?
Cut.
And then the next thing that happened was I liked that detail of the documentary, and we kind of kept it moving, So it was interesting to talk to the actors and find out, how they felt about playing the role and the story, putting everything together. And then with the next film we did with Knuckles, we did similar, but I didn't get the interviews that I wanted. But I still did it behind the scenes. We still did the shooting. We still did, the production of everything behind the scenes. And it was, like I said, it was a documentary style of how we're shooting this film. Well, not look at me there. All right. 3. Good. Start from the top. We running? We running.
He said, don't look at me.
In the GoPro action.
That was cool. He said, don't look at me. All right.
So, we're gonna be standing. So, we're gonna run the whole thing. So,
Okay.
No. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, you face him right now. He's gonna.
So like this?
2, 1, action. There you go, right there. That side. Straight. 3, 2, 1. As we progressed, we started doing things, a little bit more. So we did the 5-minute documentaries where me and my cousin are kind of talking about the Curse of the Bars album that we dropped.
All right, G13. We're behind the scenes in the Curse of the Bars right now since G13 is working on the album cover. I thought maybe I'd pick up the camera because that's what Mike the Middleman does. Say what's up to the peoples.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, my bad, I'm going this side.
I'm in my fucking computer tech mode and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we started doing video shoots. I think we did a video shoot for JoJo, and I took my camera, interviewed everybody there, and we did a behind the scenes for her music video as well.
All right, girls, so I'm going to replay the song, all right? Action, and then JoJo, go ahead and walk in and be ready. Okay? Start from around. If I remember, I'm going to say action bullies. If I don't remember, just come out. And JoJo and then pass this crack. That's when you come out, okay? Action bullies. You guys walk right here.
I'm actually craving for some chicken tenders right now. Really? From Denny's. Oh, good. Remember I ate chicken tenders all the time.
All right. Back to your mark.
We did the So Loaded video with Invincible, and that was kind of my detail as well, where I was still gathering interviews from all the artists, all the actresses. I got DJ Battlecat to do an interview with us, which is one of my best videos on YouTube right now. Just, letting you know.
Just me and him being two decent individuals, loving and respecting each other's craft, and seeing how we can make a difference in the music. And to show not only that both ethnic backgrounds and culture do belong in the same room, same house, same block, same school, same anywhere and everywhere. You feel me? So to reciprocate that through music is an art and a passion that I always love to do.
And, it kind of started something. So if you look at our YouTube channel, it is basically a documentary channel. We are always kind of telling the behind the scenes of what's going on, or how the projects came together, how we're developing the projects, and it always kind of gives a little bit more depth to each project that we put out. I think anyway. I can sit back and watch our documentaries and do the interviews, and it's just an interesting kind of aspect. And it's me more or less not just trying to shoot a documentary, but it's me trying to figure out my own way of developing my media. So if you're looking at NBC or like an MTV or Viacom, one of these big conglomerates, a lot of times they'll have these documentaries, and they're really professional. They're a professional type of production. So I want to see, when we're doing projects on a smaller scale, since I'm not at that level yet, how can we get the most out of a project? How can we get the interview from the director? How can we get interviews from the artist? How can we make a song that goes to the movie that becomes a soundtrack? And how can we showcase and just, track the story of this? And I think the documentaries kind of help us get to that level.
And she just shoots while he's still standing there.
From
With
back
his
here.
hand, with his hand this way.
From back here.
And we imply that it hits him here from a distance and shoots to the wall. So he's just standing there talking shit, and then bam,
From back here.
from back here.
I like that idea.
This one doesn't.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
a
think it
combo
matters.
of the
If it's a
two.
blood splatter, look at JFK's head, right? It went everywhere. So I think
Still kind of hot. That's a little hot.
the trajectory will be fine from back there.
Yeah.
And let's just get a splat. But I want to be able to see it,
So he comes up, he's still, and he doesn't even take his hand off of her, and she shoots him
And you're like, what the fuck?
So I'm like this.
on this side. Now,
What I like the most about doing the documentaries is I still watch a lot of my own documentaries, which is, I'm a documentary fan. Netflix, anything that's got a documentary on, I'm about it. I kind of like watching the stories and, the interviews. And we have more documentaries coming up, a little bit more professional, a little bit more, I guess, geared towards a bigger audience, or, more of a better product. But as far as the YouTube is concerned, I always try to grab the camera, and I always try to go in with a plan of how I can get as much information or much video out of any production that we're doing. Like I said, when we did the Words video shoot, on the same note, I was still letting my camera run so I could have some information for the documentary. And we used that as a kind of a tool on the channel to, lead up to this video shoot. Before we dropped his video, we dropped a documentary, we dropped a 2-part documentary. And then the next 2 weeks after that, we dropped his video, and his video is doing very well on the channel right now.
Out here doing the video shoot today for Words 1. It's called Got That Work. This is a little documentary behind the scenes. Check it out. It might be on YouTube, Instagram. We do it, Twitter, all over the place. But anyway, we're on location right now. Get ready to shoot a video. We got a whole bunch of fresh cars out here. You know what I'm saying? We got big trucks. We got cast and crew, lowriders.
I just think that, a lot of times I have a lot of different footage of everything that we're not going to use. Some of these videos that we do, 2-3 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we've shot 4 or 5 days, all day for this. So I think it's kind of beneficial if you can actually get groups together or get people together and talk about the project and build on this, complete project that you have going on. And we did that with Peak. So by the time We shot the short film for Peak. I think we had did the Words documentary. I think we did the Hungry series, which is not my favorite series, but we'll work on that one. We did Under the Underground. We did the Knuckles, the 5-minute documentaries, and the JoJo documentary. So when it came around to doing Peak, you know, it was like, okay, I kind of have an idea of how I want to get this done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep, cool. And then take some steps to your left. One more. All right, yeah. So if he could stop there.
Here.
That way we can have over the shoulder and show them both, like get in position on them. All right, before we cut to a different shot.
There, your marker there. So on action, they're going to say those 2 lines, and then Sean will proceed first, land here. Dan will land here.
Yeah. And then we got them both with him in the scene over the shoulder under.
And then we'll cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then move to
that
the other
works.
side. All right.
Can I see both of you gentlemen at the marks real fast?
And shout out to my guy Mike. You know, he had you know, all the cameras. He's got, you know, dope gear. So I got to put my camera in the case and use his equipment, use his vocals, you know, the audio. And this one to me is one of my favorite documentaries because it goes in and it goes into detail of us shooting all day long. It goes in the timeline of how we shot the film, and then it has an interview of everybody that we are working with on the project. And from the makeup artists to, you know, the actors, and they're giving their preparation on how they do things. And I got a chance to do the makeup like a fast forward, kind of like a time lapse of the makeup for a horror victim. And I got a chance to throw that in at the end of the documentary. I got a chance to add some music. All the audio was kind of laid over afterwards. And it just came out really good to me. Every time we do a little documentary, I get a chance to learn. Now, we do have another documentary that I'm not going to go into detail with. It is a trailer in my YouTube channel, and I'll throw a link in there. But this one, I have a lot of high hopes for. Now, I was very involved as far as getting a lot of things organized, as far as shooting and everything. You know, a lot of talented people did that, but I still have a lot of behind the scenes of us prepping before we ask questions to these particular people about their situation. I still have some behind the scenes on that. So I've gotten in the habit of being able to always grab as much information as possible or much content as possible. And I have, you know, I think I have 7 teragigs of video. And that's where this series is coming from, is all these old videos that I have that I would like to utilize these in a different way and kind of, you know, showcase our behind the scenes. You know, we're telling our story.
The thing that attaches to this, there's got to be a. What I got? Yeah, but how do I attach that thing to it? How do I put that?
I don't know that we used that. Did we? I did on the last year.
Oh, you didn't?
I did on the last year. I think we did. Me and you did the shoot before that.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
And we're letting people know our behind the scenes. And I would definitely, you know, I don't think, you know, the ones you see out right now is going to be the final. I would definitely like to do a overall KayATick documentary when things get a little bit more successful or get a little bit more busy. That's definitely something I want to do, and I'm always going to keep the information, you know, keep all the content, keep all the video, the audio. And that's my ultimate goal, is maybe one day create the whole full feature behind the scenes KayATick documentary when we have a chance. You see this very popular right now, like with the No Limit. I think Rough Riders did a documentary on BET. We're not like on that level, like I said, but for our people that follow us, you know, this is our story, and we will put out a documentary so that you can kind of track and see our growth as we kind of develop this business.